What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So today we have another fun, another glam, another full face first impressions to play with. Today we have some new products that are recently accumulated. We have some new Smashbox eyeshadows. We have some Smashbox concealers. We got some Smashbox lip glosses. We got a MAC highlighting palette. We have a new Benefit eyeliner and a STILA powder spray for setting powder. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, so if you'd like to see how I got this full beat, what the real tea is on these products and what I think of them, then you're gonna have to keep on watching. So now my base is on, and it's MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Before we go in with some shadow action right now, we're going to be diving in to our first product of this first impression, which is the new Smashbox LA Cover Shot Eyeshadow Palette. Now, of course, a very reflective little thing on the front where it shows the night to the day, and you open it up and you're going to see some bright shadows and a eyeliner popping out, and you also have some neutrals. So you have some bright, some neutrals, some everyday, some, fun time colors. I mean, it's a very interesting little palette, but I do like the little front on it as well. So of course this is much bigger than a regular cover shot palette, so of course it's like, a massive normal palette, whatever. Anyways, so I'm not a big fan of the eyeliner. I don't know why, it just doesn't really work for me, so I just put that to the side. We're just pretty much going to dive into the eyeshadow look itself right now. Trying to decide on what kind of look I want to go for. I know I'm going to use a pop of color somewhere in this look, but I am going to go probably with more like a neutral everyday eye maybe. I really want to go in with this shade first right here, which is called Hang, and just see how it is. Now, of course, that one's like a cool tone gray kind of color. You can see it, but it's also not showing up as harsh. So I'm going to go in with this shadow right here, which is called Almond. I stand defeated for you. Of course, I'm going to blend out some harsh lines right here to make sure everything is cohesive. But now, I will say, there is, if you can see, a little bit of a big powder kickback. But, of course, most shadows do that nowadays, so what's new? But hey, at least there's some pigment going here. And now, of course, let's go in with some outer corner, mix into the middle, kind of fun going on. I'm going to go in with the shade, which is, of course, like the darker shade right here, which is called Java. Now, off camera, I cut my crease using the Make Revolution cut crease canvas, which I've been loving recently. And of course, as you know, I love me a cut crease because for some reason my eyes just look better and they pop more with a cut crease. So anyways, now I'm going to go in with this shimmer right here, which is like a cool toned kind of gray color, and it's called Platinum. Okay, so now that I added that shadow to both eyes, these eyes are looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Looking nice. I'm liking it. So we're doing like a cool tone vibe with a pop color for the lower lash line. But now I want to go in with a liquid liner, which I never do on my channel very often. So now we're going to be using the new Benefit Roller Liner Eyeliner, which is a liquid black liner with the felt tip top, if you can see that. I have played with this before, and I'm not going to lie, I actually like it, but I am going to play with it again for this look. I'm not going to do a cat eye, I'm just going to tight line right around the lash line because, of course, I want to make everything look really good and everything like that. And by the way, if you see that my watch is on the opposite wrist, it's because I got a brand new tattoo. It is the logo to my brand that one day I will have. I wanted to get it tattooed on my body because I made that logo in 2010, and it's stuck with me for almost 10 years now, so I wanted to get it on my body. Anyways, I'm going to now put on this liner. I just wanna say. Okay, so now that we got that on for right now, of course, my liner, I was trying to get it as thin as possible. Did not happen that way. Try to get it as clean as possible. Did not happen that way, but whatever. Anyways, now that that is on, it is time to go in with the face. Let me go put on some primer, foundation, and I'll be right back to put on everything else. So now that the foundation is on, we're wearing the Natasha Denona Transfer Matte Foundation in the shade is 5 and Fair. Now it's time to go in with the new Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-hour concealer. So now let me just tell you what this claims to do, if there is anything on here. Yeah, look and feel flawless for 24 hours. Our oil-free concealer gives you medium to full buildable coverage that conceals and corrects so you can face anything. It stays true to color in pictures even when you use flash, etc. So I have the shades Fair Light Neutral and Fair Neutral in my hands right now. I feel like Fair Light Neutral will be perfect for my skin tone, but of course Fair Neutral will be great for highlighting. So I might just mix the two just so we can see how it will look. So now the concealer is blended on. It's actually looking pretty good. The foundation, well, the primer, I would say, is not loving the foundation. So I tried the new Cover FX gripping primer, and I'm just not loving it. I guess it's just because it's really jelly-like, so whatever. So now let's just keep moving on. So now it's time to set this face in place. We're gonna go in with the new Stila in the Buff powder spray. I have the shade light medium right here. This is really interesting. It literally is a spray on setting powder. Just do not spray directly on the face. It says it on the bottle. Do not do that. That would be just really weird. But you're supposed to spray on the back of your hand and take your beauty blender or your brush or whatever and just go in like you are gonna bake and everything like that. Fuck. I wasn't expecting that. It came out a lot more than I thought. It's all over me, and so whatever. Let's just, you know, get to powdering. So now that we got the foundation, powder, everything like that on, it is time to go in with the rest of this eye look. The primer, not loving because I've used this foundation before and never did what it's doing right now. It's never separating like it is right now. And of course the powder is new, but you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm going to go in with the lower lash line. Like I said, I want to do a pop of color for this neutral eye look. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this like bright blue, which is called West Sider. Going to go back in with that dark brown shade, which was called Java, and of course tie it with the upper lash line. Now for inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Deco. Well, now the eyes are pretty much done. And then throw on some mascara, some lashes, and some brows, and I will be right back to finish off this look with you guys. Okay guys, so I am back. My lashes are on. The face is almost done. It's time to go in with some highlight. I put on some blush and bronzer already. This is the Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced MAC Fairly Precious Extra Dimensional Blush. And then now we're going to go in with the brand new MAC Hyper Real Glow Get Lit Highlighting palette. This one launches, I believe, on the 7th of February. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to post in this video, but if I post it before then it's coming out on the 7th. If I post it after, then hey, it's already out. So now we're going to go in with this shade right here, which is just called Gleam Sheen. Time to go in with a lip color. I'm going to go in with one of the new Smashbox Gloss Angeles lip glosses. I swatched all three that I have right here. So this one right here is going to be called Beachy Keen. This one in the middle is called Traffic Jam, and the last one is called Hustle and Glow. I feel like honestly out of all three of them, Hustle and Glow is like my favorite because it has like that pink pearlescent finish to it. But I'm trying to decide on what kind of look I want to go for. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the MAC Spice Lip Liner and then use Hustle and Glow over top. So here you go. This is the final look using some new goodies that I recently picked up. Also, I threw some color in my waterline. I used the Dosa Colors Splash eyeliner for the waterline. I really like those eyeliners. They have a really nice formula and some really good colors as well. So now that I'm done with this look, the highlight is popping, the lip gloss is glossy, and the eyes are actually looking really good. I'm really liking the eye look itself. Quickly go down the line and tell you guys what I think of these products, what the real tea is on them, and which ones I recommend or do not recommend for you. So first up, let's go in with the Smashbox concealers, the 24-hour concealers. Like I said, fair light neutral and fair neutral is what I have right now. Actually, I do like the concealer. It did go on really smooth and really nice. It definitely is a medium buildable coverage, so it's not full coverage right off the bat. So definitely have to build them up if you want more coverage out of them. I did like the way they felt. So of course, also the applicator itself too is really nice. And I do think the formulation is a lot better than their old concealer that they had. We have the STILA in the Buff powder spray. I think the idea is cute. I think it's like a cute, innovative idea to it. But honestly, I don't recommend it. The reason why is because for some reason, I don't know if the powder is to blame on that one, but I just don't know how I feel about this powder yet. I'll play with it again, but it's really messy and it got all over the place. So just having a regular, like, jar is much better than this, so I'm not a huge fan of this one. Next up, we have the new Smashbox Los Angeles glosses. I actually really like them. This shade right here, the one I'm wearing, is called Hustle and Glow. I like the formulation on them. They're really nice. They're not sticky. They have a nice shine to them. So I do recommend them if you're looking for a nice new gloss. Next up, we have the Benefit Roller Liner eyeliner. So this one I believe retails for $22, something like that. This is a part of the Roller Liner, Roller Lash family, the roller collection pretty much, and this one is of course a black felt tip liner. It also comes in brown, but it's actually not a bad eyeliner. I am a very big stickler when it comes to eyeliner, and it has to work for me, and also I don't really use it very often, so when I use one it has to be really good. So I did like this one. It's transfer proof, it goes on really nice, it feels nice on the eye, and doesn't feel tight or dry, which a lot of eyeliners have done that to me in the past. We have the MAC Hyper Real Glow Get Lit palette. I like this one. I played with it, I swatched it, I absolutely am loving it. The highlight is in your face, and I'm loving that. The other one that's coming out, it's like a peachy shade. It's more of a deeper shade for like deeper skin tones, and it's actually really pretty too, but I, of course, love this one. Last but not least, we have the Smashbox LA Cover Shot eyeshadow palette right here. It is really stunning. Honestly, the colors in here are really nice, and I was able to create this like cool tone with a pop of blue kind of look for this like look that I did, and I really am obsessed with it. Like, I have not done cool tone looks in a while, in a minute pretty much, and I'm loving a cool tone everyday look, you know what I mean? And of course I did like a nice cut crease with it that was still a cool tone. It actually is a really pretty eye look, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. It blended beautifully, so no issues there, and I do like this eyeshadow palette. So anyways, that is the end of this video. Make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the very near future. Love you. Bye.